I mean, he was the heavyweight champion of Philadelphia for quite some time, was juicing. No, that's right. Oh, I get to tell people about Enzo's Game & Watch. Okay, so, yeah, he was actually experimenting with this character for quite some time. He did hint about this on Twitter a couple of weeks ago as we go to Pokemon Stadium for game number 1 of Losers Semis. Back air combos, not quite. No, they're not as free as Meister makes them look, man. He is quite the competitor. One of my favorite competitors to watch, but that's because I've been playing Game & Watch for quite some time, albeit entirely incompetently compared to others. And yeah, this is the Meister game plan, obviously. You combo at those early percentages, try to establish those smash attacks, and make your opponent work his way around those. The fear of that spam, let's call it a spammable down smash, because it really is the power, the threat of that F smash, and of course the invincibility that you get on up smash, which, if you can believe it, is nerfed from Smash 4. Yeah, up air doesn't quite kill anymore. No toots for you, Nudie. And Melody, I'm not really sure. Like, the 4th letter in his name just changes sometimes. What does not change is how ferocious the up smash of Mario is, and let's face it, always will be. Forward air connecting on the kill. I will say I don't like forward air as much in this game as I do in Smash 4. I'd rather just have the zoning option and rather just have the disjoint, but when it connects, when your opponent is not expecting it, you get a good confirm into fair. It's a neat little kill option, neat little approach option on platforms as well. Oh my goodness gracious! If there is such a thing as bruises on a 2-dimensional figure, Game & Watch has one now, and oh, that was a little brutal. And now a full stock lead for the Philadelphia number 4 Beyond Beast Mode's Beast, aptly named. And the Mario of Beast making its return. Speaking of Smash 4 nostalgia, Mario, we would see him so much from, yeah, in Philadelphia in general, says the Peanut Gallery, and as by Peanut Gallery I mean our producer Thunder, who's very nice to let me on the microphone. But nevertheless, this Game & Watch could be getting edge guarded. Will take advantage of that range of that up B. However, that's Beast taking advantage of Mario's back throw. What can you say? You get a Cesaro swing right off to the side. Not a lot you can do about that, especially when you're as light as Game & Watch is. So, Enzo, not quite in the position that he was anticipating. First of all, on Loser's side in general, but that loss simply was not expecting it. And having to face a tough test in Loser's quarters from Mercury. Taking a game off of Enzo, interestingly, and the Joker ditto, which I do find quite interesting. We've been talking up Mercury for quite some time, and he's been a regular at Charged Up Smash for a minute now. We'll say that. But Beast bringing out the shades of Smash 4 here from his Mario. He would also use it quite often in doubles. His main, towards the end of Smash 4, if I'm not mistaken, was Fox, and would do pretty well with him too, if I recall correctly. In fact, it was Beast who won the last ACU before the release of Ultimate, wasn't it? Gotcha. Yeah, no, in the dying days of Smash 4, right before, like, everyone had already pre-ordered the game. It was honestly a really good time. But say what? Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't. Mexico's true greatest contribution to Smash Ultimate, and I mean, some heroes' names are too great to be written in the history books, unfortunately. Oh man. You know, you have to wonder. I mean, if I'm gonna save this particular thought for after the stream, but Down air by Enzo. The Philadelphia #1 getting put back onto Joker and showing why he is the #1 indeed. This Mario being taken to task. That back air is, even without Arsene, is enough to kill. One of the few kill confirms that that Joker has. Stylish use of the gun. And that gun is, that hand is just a little more steady on that 52 Magnum, or whatever that gun is. Do we know what kind of gun Joker has? Do they ever say it? Or is it just standard gun? Because I just called it a 52 Magnum, and I know I'm wrong. Yeah. That looks enough like a Magnum. Because I know he's not carrying any Desert Eagle or anything. I do find it funny that he does have a literal gun. While we research this, either way, it's Juice up to 75% on his last stock. This is the Joker that got Enzo to #1 in the city, and that's an up smash that could get Beast's second win of the match if he keeps this up. Now it's Enzo. Has to be a little bit more measured. Not nearly the dominant force that we've seen from him in the past thus far. Neutral air, approaches with it and connects. However, it's Beast. Need to get back, and Joker was waiting there in the wings with the grab, put him back in a disadvantage. Down air. Gonna scoop him out, and Beast just not quite getting the right read on the recovery. Yeah, Morgana, there's a camera there. We've seen you run into that so many times at Enzo's behest. And that is a 1-1 draw.
Stop battle. Mario Pokemon Trainer.
Gotcha.
Like right here.
A132, TT33. Okay. Gotcha. So is that like a 3D printed thing, or? Oh, gotcha. So they're just, interesting. There we go. Those familiar up air combos that we've come to know from the steady hand. That is Enzo. Amazing to think, you know, he winds up winning the second to last Smash 4 Arcadian with that Villager. And all of a sudden, a couple months later, he is Philadelphia's new #1. Did it within the first year of Ultimate's release, man. This Enzo is impressive. Oh! That was an impressive up smash as well. And now it's 70%. Finds himself in an advantage. They were getting ready for their respective cheeses, putting them out. Zard with the back air and Arsene Joker with the down B. And, you know, I think we all saw that coming eventually, but Rebel's guard to try to deter a button, excuse me. Down tilt. Not quite going to connect, and yeah, eventually you're going to lose that stock. Zard is a big boy. At 114% back air, trying to get that stock off as early as possible, and who can blame him? However, Enzo, he does his homework. Kind of have to. They sign a lot of homework at Temple, apparently. Neutral air. You kind of have to be well studied, man. You don't have those study abroad programs and just let those kids do nothing. Kind of a shame about those kids that have to come home from Italy, though. Either way. Yeah, a couple of Temple kids have to come home from Italy because of coronavirus. That has nothing to do with this. Was reading the approach down from the platform. Yep, yeah, your recovery gets stuffed out by the down B, and that Zard is going to have to come home. So back to Squirtle. Beast goes. Gets plugged with the gun. Arsene will retreat back to his abode. And it's all Joker by himself. Down smash trying to read the approach, but Enzo does not really have to approach all that much. He can let Beast come to him. Even though he has put on a respectable amount of damage at 109%. See, now Joker might feel a little bit more comfortable approaching just because otherwise, you don't know. Ivysaur has just some, he just has some dumb range on his attacks. I don't know what it is. Oh. Nah, that down air. You waited just a little too long, buddy. And now this Joker's feeling himself. Enzo going up 2-1. Gotta think that Mario was decent practice, though. This is, should be interesting to see how one of these two faces off against Sauce. In Losers Finals, he is waiting. And of course, after that, very reaction-heavy, combo-centric game of Juice in Grants. Nevertheless, it is 2-1 Enzo. We can worry about the future when we get there. Beast, he's going to have to fight for his tournament future here. Back to Stadium for game number 4. Yeah, if you missed any of that Aeon action, well, here, we have every game in Stadium here too, apparently. The gun's model name is the Kachev. Yeah. I'm going to say Kachev, because we actually had a player, the Flyers had a player named Keith Kachuk. So I'm just going by that pronunciation. And it was spelled just like that at the beginning, Kachuk was. His son actually plays for the Coyotes. Oh my goodness! That was a little filthy, Beast. Alright, I see you hitting that up air, which just consumes, I think, half the stadium, if I'm not mistaken. I'm being facetious there, please don't take my word for that. Neutral air. Gets the Joker cutscene. That's RNG, by the way. That was sarcasm, I know it's not RNG. I just like saying that because it makes certain people really angry, and that's funny to me. Either way, down air, trying to connect with that again, trying to get the spike in hitbox. Only available with Arsene, who, once again, makes his retreat. Well shielded, but not well enough. Eventually, you're going to get caught by that up B, and the up air will kill. So that Zard hanging around at 143, and yeah, that's a 3-1 stock advantage for the Philadelphia number 4. If he was looking for a game 5, he might just get his wish. Being made to work for it. 170, you can't really go back to any of the other characters. You died just a little too easy, even without Arsene. So Enzo will be looking for back air here, and Beast knows it, so he's more than content with piling on the damage. Overthrow. Gun won't quite gimp his recovery, but again, sets up and knocks it down. And Arsene will appear here. But a decent position for Beast, all things considered. No, not in a position for a JV3 anymore, but nevertheless, combos. Are you going to get this? Yeah, you had to go to Zard there. And he does make it back. A little worse for the wearer, but nothing terrible. Still a full stock advantage, and that's gone. Uh-oh, Juice. Waiting in Grands, you have to think that he's watching one of these two competitors. Let's see who his potential opponent might be. Has the historical advantage on Beast, but Enzo, as of late, has had his number, and it's been this Joker that has been the culprit of Juice's continued struggles against Enzo. You can definitely see why. This is a Joker that is capable of dethroning just about anyone. Oh, does not, again, without Arsene. Good luck spiking with that thing. counter comes out. He's looking for the flare blitz. However, Joker's side B connects in. Just like that, it is a one-stock game. Yeah, Beast is more than content to wait up there. Oh, this is dangerous keeping Squirtle out there. You never know. But then again, it's Beast is keeping his distance. He is more than fine with how that transpired. Eventually, the switch to Ivysaur will come. You just got to think when it will be. I would have thought it would have been just a little bit before, but you know what? All Ivysaur has to do is show up and F-Smash, and he does take the game. That big lead that Beast jumped out to was just enough to garner himself a win in game number 4. Oh, so you're talking about Persona 5. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Joker does eventually wield a Desert Eagle for the final boss of... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because it's just like any other JRPG. You gotta upgrade your equipment and all that. I get that. Yeah. That's a JRPG too. Yeah, obviously, yeah, you have only one gun Smash. You only have one Persona. So now, Enzo is gonna have to counterpick here. Don't what? Why are you looking at the? Why are you looking at Coliseum? You're not going to Coliseum. There you go. You're going to Kalos for game number 5. Yeah, that's true. You could do the Omega. Coliseum from Fire Emblem. I was really expecting an answer from Capswee, who's not here right now.
She would know. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think Fire Emblem is fine. I haven't played it. Don't really plan on playing through it. Either way, Hydro Pump gonna make his way back to the stage, at least for Beast. He's gonna take Enzo with him. How nice. So now, Beast gonna make his way back. Again, with that cutscene, perhaps benefiting him just a little bit. The invincibility from it, certainly, 40 frames worth. Makes his way back. Was looking for the recovery, trying to catch that tether, but timing was not quite there. Now Arsene seems just as quickly as he came out will take his lead. We're still at 3 stocks apiece. Relatively slower game than the ones before. That is to be expected from Kalos, to be fair. Looking for the hook shot, but it was shielded. And there's only so much you can do against that Zard back air. That thing is an entire dairy's worth of cheese. Side B. Catches Zard, but... Oh. Yeah, you saw Beast. Had bad intentions with that back throw, looking to approach into the up smash, excuse me. But it is Joker who will look to retake the lead here. Man, trying to catch Squirtle is not easy, but when you do and you have Arsene, you can take the numerical lead at least. Even if it's not a full decided advantage. Back air gets him into disadvantage yet again. Oh, Beast. Trying to catch him off guard with down air, but not quite there for the Philadelphia number 4. Game number 5, upset alert here. However, Enzo looking to bring this back. Really, the thing that impresses me the most about Enzo is his composure, and he catches Beast with the down smash. Beast, the one thing that he struggled with was consistency, and that's always been his thing, is that he has had these instances where he looked like he could beat anyone in Tri-State, and indeed has come quite close on many an occasion, beating some of the best that this region has had to offer. But it's always been consistency that has been the devil in the details for him. You gotta think, though, a focused Beast is a dangerous Beast, and trying to catch Enzo before he can make it back to ledge to take this to a one-stock game. Back throw, is that going to do it? Not quite. Hanging on at 159, but looking for it again. Vine Whip's going to do it. We're at one stock. Game number 5. Beast looking his demons square in the eye. Will he blink? Down throw. Not quite going to do it. Enzo looking to stay on top. What a win this would be for Beast. What a statement this would make to the rest of the PR. And certainly to Sauce, who's waiting in Losers Final. Down tilt. Slight lead to Enzo. Looking for that hook shot. Beast evades it. And Enzo measuring out his approaches. None of these two playing a shy game by any stretch of the definition. Oh no, he directional air dodged into the stage. Heartbreak for Beast. And Enzo, you can